Hello, welcome back. My name is Kennedy Brown, and today we are interviewing a fellow Summer House fellow. Hi, Alexis. Where are you from? Give us a little bit of information about yourself.
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Alexis Drew, but I go by Lexi. I'm originally from Jersey, Central Jersey. It does exist. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm a 4-year, rising senior at Drexel University studying journalism, and I minor in criminal justice.
That's amazing. And we're going to get into the Drexel stuff. But first, since this is a Summer House podcast, how did you find Summer House? And tell us about your journey with it so far.
Yeah, so it's interesting because Vincent, the CEO, the leader, director of this, he actually pulled up to Drexel. It was during an open mic for Black Student Union. I'm on the exec board as the Black Menace committee lead. So I was performing there, and he ended up coming up and speaking about the opportunity and how he's actually having a section for women this time around. So, did my little poetry or whatever, and he put the thing, like the QR code up on the screen, and I was like, okay, well, this seems interesting. I need to get more internships, hands-on experience with like creative spaces and stuff like that, as well as like meeting other creatives in the Black community. I'm always looking for other opportunities to network. But yeah, that honestly sparked my interest. I applied, and then I ended up receiving the email, I think a month or two later. And I was excited to get started. I saw all the intricate things he had set up, especially being able to use the space Rec Philly. I've always seen ads or Instagrams. So it's being able to work in that space and utilize my internal creativity and imagination and put it forward to visual use. That's honestly what I was looking forward to the most. So far so good. Day one is going great. I can't complain.
I know that as a journalism major, there are certain principles, there are certain methods that you guys go through. You see, and you end up on CNN, you end up interviewing people. How do you feel about TikTokers and people who have no training being able to have those roles, being able to interview on red carpets? How do you feel about that?
No, honestly, this is something that I've learned since I started studying journalism. It's a broad spectrum. For journalism, you can go into anything. You can go into radio, magazines, you can do whatever, corporate. I just did a pharmaceutical internship, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different paths. And I feel now we're going way more into the digital world, especially since technology is kind of taking over our whole entire livelihoods pretty much. So it's if you have a phone, you can technically be a journalist. But right. I feel there's certain types of journalists that can't be replicated, for business and stuff. There's certain protocols you have to go by. But I think anyone can pretty much talk about anything that they're knowledgeable on. The only thing is credibility. How much do you know about what you're speaking of? Are you saying false information to somebody? Are you leading them on to a straight path? That's the only thing I would say really matters when it comes to journalism. It doesn't matter if you studied 4 years or not. All my professors told me, don't go to masters, don't get your master's in journalism. I'm okay, well, that's just goes to show you all you really need in journalism is experience. And I feel you get an upper hand when you go to college because colleges are pretty much for networking. Yeah. They give you opportunities, especially at Drexel. I've worked at internships, done co-ops and stuff like that. I get to network with people in other organizations on campus that they have professionals come in and speak to us and stuff like that. And I feel that's something you don't get sometimes when you just start off doing media within your own home space. It's something you can work to. But when you're given the opportunity face front, it's why not take it,
Yes. Thank you for that. And so that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me, Alexis. And I can't wait to see what you're doing. I can't wait. Where can we listen to your podcast?
Oh, it's on YouTube. It's also on rss.com and Spotify. It's called Lexi's World, LEXY''S World. Check me out. Thank you.
Yes, Lexi World. We're just living in it. Have a great day.